Hello, I'm so glad to see you here watching this video. So, are you all ready to test your vocabulary level? Let's begin. So, before we start today's words, let's see how well you can recall what we learned in the last video. Okay, the first word is impetuous. So, what does impetuous mean? Impulsive or is it impressed? Can you recall the word? Okay, impetuous means impulsive. Now, sometimes it gets very difficult to recall the words, isn't it? Okay, let me teach you a trick of how I recall the word. ये देखो IMP means impatient. And my pet dog is also very impatient. So impatient, my pet, impatient. So impatient people always make impulsive decisions. Sometimes I make impetuous decisions and then I regret them later. Impetuous is impulsive. Impatient, my pet. You can remember like that. Okay, let's go to the next word. Nimble. Does nimble means agile or does it mean slow? Yes, nimble means agile. Agile means fast. If you remember, I gave you the example of my grandmother is 90 years old. Still, she's very nimble for her age. Moving to the next word, lassitude. Does lassitude means energetic or lethargy? So another word for lethargy is like fatigue, tiredness. So lassitude means lethargy. Okay, lassitude, alas, lassitude is lethargy. I felt lassitude even in doing the 10-kilometer marathon. Feeling lethargy, fatigue, feeling weary. Okay, next is solace. Is solace alone or comfort? Solace. Seeking solace is seeking comfort. I seek solace by eating chocolate ice cream. That gives me comfort during times when I am sad. Or reading books gives me solace. Is comfort during a sad situation. Okay, so now let's move to today's words. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, the first word is posthumous. So, what does posthumous mean? A humorous person. B, coming into existence after death. C, a bright and agile person. Or D, a philanthropic person. Okay, so first of all, do you know what a philanthropic person is? Who it is? The philanthropic person is a person who does social service. Okay, so what does posthumous mean? Coming into existence after death. Uh, the army official got an award posthumous. The author's book was released posthumously. Like there is a book called When Breath Becomes Air. So after the author passed away, the book was released. So posthumously means coming into existence after death. I hope that's clear. Let's move to the next one. What is somnambulist? Somnambulist. Is it A sleepwalker, B, a person who can't hear properly, C, a magician, or D, an emergency situation? So, a somnambulist is a sleepwalker. So, if you see this word, somnus means sleep and ambulo means walk. So, a somnambulist is a sleepwalker जो नींद में चलते हैं. Okay, now if you know any sleepwalkers, you can call them a somnambulist. Let's move to the next word. The next word is benevolent. So I have mentioned this word many a times in my videos. I hope you remember. Okay, so is benevolent a benefactor? B, not dangerous? C, kind? Or D, violent person? Okay, so I hope you get this answer right. Benevolent is a very kind person. So if you want to call someone a very kind person, you can say, oh, they are very benevolent. My mother is very benevolent. She wouldn't even hurt a fly. So someone who's very kind and very nice, you can call them benevolent. Okay, moving to the next word, which is circumspect. So does circumspect means A, inspect oneself, B, serious person, C, careless person, or D, a cautious person. Okay, so circumspect, actually from the name itself, you can realize that जो अपने circumstances को अपने जो आजू बाजू में है उसको inspect करता है, so that is a very cautious person जो बहुत careful है. Let me tell you, जो अपने आप को inspect करता है, that is introspect. Many a times we are asked to introspect, खुद के अंदर झांक के देखना कि आपको एक्चुअली चाहिए क्या जिंदगी में. Is it money? Is it fame? Is it recognition? Is it service to others? What gives you joy? So we have to introspect and figure that out. So introspect is खुद के अंदर आपके deep desires को जानने का is introspect, that is inspect oneself. Circumspect means जो पर्सन बहुत कॉशियस है और वो रिस्क नहीं लेता. सो अ सर्कमस्पेक्ट मीन्स नॉट टेकिंग एनी रिस्क. So let me give you an example. Because the share market is going up and down, or there are a lot of fluctuations, it is always better to circumspect rather than to take any risk and bear losses. So वो सारे circumstances को inspect करके only then they take a very informed decision. That is circumspect. Moving to the next word is retrospect. So what does retrospect mean? A retired person. B, inspect the future. C, being careful. Or D, examining past events. Okay, so now let's use our brains. Retro means पुराने, इसको retro बोलते हैं, और inspect. So पुराना means what? It is the past and inspected. So inspecting our past or examining the past events. So if you are examining any past events, so you can say in retrospect, I have actually changed so much as a person. Before I was very careless and now I circumspect everything before taking a decision. Or imagine you actually made a bad decision and you can say in retrospect, I actually should not have gone for that party because our fight started from there. So it is just an example. I hope you understood what retrospect means. The next word is pandemonium. So what does pandemonium mean? A, peace. B, chaos. C, pressure. Or D, a view all around. Okay, pandemonium means chaos, utter confusion. Okay, so you can say that there was a lot of screaming, panic, and pandemonium in the classroom. After the lockdown was announced, there was a pandemonium created in every city in India. So, pandemonium is utter confusion and chaos. The next word is euthanasia. Have you heard this word? So, what does euthanasia mean? A. Feeling euphoric. Euphoric is happy. B. Having amnesia. Amnesia is memory loss. C. Mercy killing. Or D. Having a sense of well being. Okay, so euthanasia means mercy killing. So, what is mercy killing? It is actually the painless killing of a patient who is actually suffering from an incurable disease or a very painful disease, or maybe the person is in an irreversible coma. So, you are giving them an end of their suffering. So, euthanasia is illegal in India, but it is legal in certain countries. So, if you remember, there was a movie of Hrithik Roshan called Guzarish. So, that was about mercy killing, euthanasia. Okay, the next word. What is the fear of heights called? Is it A. Claustrophobia, B. Agoraphobia, C. Acrophobia, or D. Hypochondria? Okay, so do you know the answer? The answer is acrophobia. Let me give you the details of what the other phobias that I have mentioned. The first one is claustrophobia. I think you would have heard this. The fear of being in an enclosed space, the feeling of suffocation and fear. Like many people feel claustrophobic when they are in a lift, an elevator, okay, or in a very small enclosed space. So that is claustrophobia. The next is agoraphobia. Now, what is agoraphobia? Some people, when they go to a crowded place, they feel like they will be trapped there and then will not be able to come back. Like they will be trapped there and they might die. Some people have the fear of leaving their houses or like a safe space and going into the public. So that is agoraphobia. Now, some people avoid going to the stadium or going to maybe a music festival because they have agoraphobia, fear of crowded places because they feel they'll be trapped there and won't be able to escape. Acrophobia is the fear of heights. Many people do not stand on the balcony of really tall buildings because they have acrophobia. And hypochondria is many people have a fear that they will develop a disease that they don't have. Like for example, मुझे diabetes आया तो or oh, will I get cancer? Will I get heart attack? Will I die of a stroke? So having a constant fear that they will get some disease is called hypochondria. Okay, I hope you got to learn something new today. Let's move to the next word, which is placate. Is placate A, fear of places, B, pacify or calm, C, order or perfection, or D, put back in its place? Okay, so placate means pacify or calm someone. He was so angry at me that I found multiple ways to placate him. Placate is calm him down. Mothers try to do everything that they can to placate their children when they are crying continuously on the flight. Next one. Who is an obstetrician? Have you heard this word? Obstetrician? Okay, so is an obstetrician a doctor who delivers baby? B, a doctor who examines the eyes? C, a doctor of bones and muscles? Or a doctor who's specializing in organs? Okay, so we think a doctor who delivers a baby is called a gynecologist. No. A doctor who delivers the baby and takes care of the baby immediately after it is born is an obstetrician. A gynecologist is someone who takes care of the female organs. So a gynecologist is someone who uh, the takes care of the reproductive health of females, and the doctor who specializes in delivering a baby is called an obstetrician. But in India, mostly all gynecologists are also obstetricians. They also help in delivering babies. So what is cacography? Is cacography A, neat handwriting, B, the study of geography, C, illegible handwriting, or D, the study of cocoa beans? Okay, so cacography is illegible handwriting. Okay, so the meaning of the word caco means bad. Okay, and graphy, is writing. So it is illegible, like bad handwriting is called cacography. Now, have you heard this word cacophony? So cacophony is harsh sounds together. There was a noise, there was a racket, there was a sound, bad sound. So that is cacophony. In the Indian markets, the cacophony never stops. Like the bad noises everywhere, there's chaos and pandemonium. Yes. The reason why she got low marks in her exam was because of her cacography. We usually expect doctors to have a bad cacography, expect them to have illegible handwriting. The next word is abhor. So, what does abhor mean? A, not typical. B, step down from power. C, hopeless. Or D, hate very much. Okay, have you heard this word abhor? I abhor him very much. So if you hate something very much, you can say I abhor it. I detest it. I hate it so much. I abhor jackfruits. मतलब आपको बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं है. Or you can say she is such an unruly an ill-mannered girl that I totally abhor her. So if you detest something very much, you can say abhor. Next word is bourgeon. So what does bourgeon mean? A burger lover. B, expanding. C, boring. Or D, carefree or cheerful. So when we listen to this word bourgeon, it seems like it is a burger lover, but no, bourgeon means expanding. So it's a bourgeoning problem. The disposal of plastic is a bourgeoning problem. You can say the city is bourgeoning and it is also expanding into the suburbs. So anything that is growing rapidly and flourishing, you can say is bourgeoning. You can use this in essays. It is a great word. The next word is mellifluous. So what does mellifluous mean? A, fluent in languages. B, dishonest. C, a rebel. Or D, sweetly flowing. Okay, so mellifluous comes from the word of honey flowing. So very sweetly flowing is called mellifluous. So she was mellifluously singing. Youngsters now realize that a sitar is quite mellifluous. Or you can say someone's voice is very soothing and mellifluous, very sweet sounding. Mellifluous is like honey flowing, it's very sweetly flowing. So you can say for someone's voice or music or anything that you hear is that is comforting and sweet. Now, these are two words that I have already taught you in one of the videos before. So let me see if you remember it well. The first word is ethereal. So what does ethereal mean? A, containing ether gas. Sorry, that is B, not real. C, a cheater. Or D, heavenly experience. So do you remember what ethereal is? Yes, ethereal is a heavenly experience. So you can use ethereal in performance. It was an ethereal performance, or if it was a beautiful place which is heavenly. So you went to Coorg and I had an ethereal experience. Or someone's voice can also be called ethereal, that is, it was heavenly. The next word is gregarious. So what does gregarious mean? A, a greedy person. B, a good person. C, a person who loves games or a sociable person. You remember? Yes, a gregarious person is a sociable person who loves mingling with people and spending time around people, who's very sociable, is called a gregarious person. So if you love spending time with your peers or people around you, then you next time when you say hello, tell me something about yourself, and you can say I'm a gregarious person. Okay, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was fun, isn't it? I had a lot of fun teaching you all these new words. If you haven't subscribed, please do that right now so that we can continue to learn a lot of new words. And don't forget to share this video among your friends and relatives. Thank you. God bless.